Hi, I'm Pierozzi, and today I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to make a bottle with a nice long neck. Okay, there's just a couple of easy little tricks that I'll have for you for doing that. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm probably using about 6 pounds of clay. You'll probably make a taller lidded bottle. So we're just going to go ahead and get in here and just do a little bit of wheel wedging. I always like doing a little bit of wheel wedging to get that clay body nice and homogenized. All right. We're gonna. Now I'm very much going to throw this bottle like a cylinder. Okay, so we're gonna just get this. Gonna get this up. So I like to start with this shape, and I'll go ahead and I'll just kind of get rid of all this extra here. And that's a good starting place for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my opening. I'm going to switch my hands. And I'm just going to slowly start to pull this up. And every time I get toward the top, I like to compress this just a bit, okay? Go ahead and pull this up here. Give it another pull. I want to make sure I get all of that weight up off the bottom. Just going for that nice tall cylinder. Just moving this guy along. I don't want this top to get too wide though, so I'll go ahead and I'll just kind of collar it in just a little bit. And I get that last pull out of the bottom, just to make sure we're good before we start to blow this out. This is a halfway decent cylinder, so I'm going to just go ahead and start to blow the shape out. I'm going to take my inside hand, I'm just going to sweep this. We'll get right at the bottom down here. All right, I'm just going to slowly push out. I'm just going to push right into the sponge on the other side. I'm going to go back to the bottom. I'm kind of setting the shape up already. I'm going to get in here. Now the key for that I always find with making a very long and narrow neck is you want to keep this, you don't want to go horizontal with the clay. You always want it on a little bit of a pitched. All right, and the main reason for that is it holds all the weight and it won't collapse. So now I can kind of choke this off just a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to bring it up. Do that again. And I still want to get my hand in there, so I don't want to go too crazy. I want to just refine the shape. So we're going to get down here. I don't want this thing to be a boat anchor either, so I want to make sure I'm going over this. I'll probably go over it with a nice rib at the very end. All right, that's pretty good. Okay, so now, do one more. Now I'm just going to slowly collar this in. So I'm going to take my hands like this, and we're going to just... Now I got a little bit of water in here, so my sponge on the stick would be most helpful. All right, which, yeah, can I borrow yours, Judy? That's all right. Thank you. We'll just use that, get a little of this stuff out of here. It's not a lot. There's not a lot in here, but all right. There you go. All right, we're gonna just work this up here, and then we're just gonna pinch this. You see, I'm just kind of squeezing this guy. Just slowly collaring that shape in. Now, it's a bottle already, but if we really want it to be even narrower, we can just start to drive this guy up. Okay. And if that top gets a little off, now, one of the things I like to do is that top, anytime you start collaring it in, I go ahead and just kind of cut that. Here's a little trick. If you notice, as I start to collar this in, it gets a little bit thicker. Now, you don't want to poke your eye out, but I take this and I take my thumb and I kind of work it into the tool here. All right, we're going to bring that up. All right, and then you can even flare that out at the top. And get in there. Just kind of compress this. All right, add a little bit of water. Let's just... And then just skim that. I'm going to just get that shape. Just work this just a little bit. And I can really use this S12 rib to get that shape. Okay? Doesn't look half bad, right? I'll just go ahead and work that a little bit. I want to get a little bit more drama down here. So I'm just going to take my wooden rib and work it down. I think we're just about there. Okay. That was just a little bit of this fine tuning. I think that looks halfway decent, and that's how you make a bottle.